At this time, I'd like to call a special meeting of the President and the Board of Trustees to order. Let the record reflect that it is 7:31 p.m. on Tuesday, January 26th of 2021. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Berg.
Here.
Trustee Brady.
Here.
Trustee Brennan.
Present.
Trustee Galante.
Here.
Trustee Glatz.
Present.
Trustee Mueller.
Here.
President Vandenberg.
Present, thank you. This meeting is being conducted pursuant to Governor Pritzker's Disaster Proclamation and Public Act 101-0640, which amends requirements of the Open Meetings Act due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Pursuant to the same, the village board finds that it would be impractical to conduct an in-person meeting with all members present. All of our board members are present this evening. All the materials for this meeting are available on the village website, and we recommend that the members of the public follow the agenda as posted. For items for public comment, after the members have spoken, I will forward public comment as follows. Once the chair has listed all public commenters, I will call on each person present at the meeting and afford them their 3 minutes for their comment. Further time, up to an additional 3 minutes may be granted by a motion of the village board. The public was also provided the opportunity to submit a request until noon today by email to the clerk's office or by placing the written request in the drop box at the village hall to participate publicly via a live telephone call at the relevant portion of the public meeting. And the public was provided the opportunity to submit written comments until noon today by emailing their public comments to the clerk's office or placing the written comments in the drop box at Village Hall. Written comments will not be read aloud. Finally, each vote taken this evening will be conducted via a roll call vote. We've already done the pledge. We've already done our roll. There were no comments that were issued for the email, correct, or written?
No comments for email.
That was Deputy Clerk. Thank you. Item number 1. This time I'd ask for a motion to consider approval of the agenda. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Item 1 will carry. Thank you. Item number 2. At this time I'd ask the board for consideration and approval of the minutes of the regular village board meeting that was held on December 15, 2020. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 3, pardon me. Clerk Darian.
We'll do Orland Toyota first. You want to come up, Brian? So Orland Toyota has been in Tinley Park since 1986. They currently have 90 employees. Please join me in welcoming Ryan Koalas of Orland Toyota.
Hello, thank you for inviting me today. My name, as he said, is Ryan Qualls from Orland Toyota, located right here at 8505 West 159th Street in Tinley Park. We were established as Midlothian Mazda in 1972 on 147th and Cicero, and transitioned to exclusively selling Toyotas in 1976 and moved to our present location in 1983. In 1989, we opened Lexus of Orland next door as the first Lexus dealership in the Midwest before moving down the street and renovating Orland Toyota to include both a new and certified pre-owned and used car building in the former Lexus building. We currently employ over 250 people in the auto group and have won the President's Award, Toyota's highest honor, over 10 times. One thing we are particularly proud of and holds a special place in our hearts is our support and close relationship with St. Coletta's of Illinois, a local charity here in Tinley. Many of you may be familiar with them and their work, but they are a place for children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and provides them with vocational training to enhance their independence and overall well-being. My Uncle Jeannie was a lifelong attendant, and their services, we proudly support their annual Caritas benefit and golf outing. The year that was 2020 threw the car business in a tailspin, as it did for many industries. We cut back expenses substantially and boosted our safety protocols. We didn't know what to expect, as many people didn't, but we did know our absolute last resort was to lay off anybody, and fortunately, we were able to avoid doing that. We were actually able to pay for the people for the time they were at home while we were closed during shutdown as well. As a third-generation family-owned business, We understand that nothing is more important than the people in your community, and that is why we've always felt so fortunate to be able to call Tinley Park our home. We look forward to many, many more years serving this community, and thank you for allowing me to speak and be here today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Ryan.
Together We Cope got their start in Tinley Park in 1999. They currently have 24 employees. Please join me in welcoming Mandy Williams and Tony Roman of Together We Cope.
Hi, thank you.
Hello.
For those of you that don't know, we are a nonprofit located here in Tinley Park that provides financial assistance to people in the 27 Southland communities during their crisis. So like right now during COVID, those that were not expecting to lose their job or never thought they would have, they come to us and we help them keep their house by helping with their mortgage, utilities, pretty much anything to keep them afloat. One of our biggest services is our food pantry. So I'm going to let Tony here talk about that.
All right, hi, I'm
Hi.
Tony Roman. I run the food pantry Together We Cope. First up, we're one of the largest food pantries in the Chicago suburbs that works with the Greater Chicago Food Depository. We serve anywhere 4,000 to 4,500 individuals every month, and especially during a time like COVID, service like ours is, what you need to get by. They come in, we give them a couple of carts full of groceries, and then if you don't have to pay for your groceries, you can keep your lights on, or you can spend that money elsewhere. We get a lot of our stuff through private donations, corporate donations, and then, like I said, we work with the food depository, so we've got the USDA contract that also supplies us with a lot of food. We're open 5 days a week, which is a lot more than most of the other food pantries, which is the reason why we see so many people. We serve 27 towns in 4 townships, like I said, one of the largest areas. And during COVID, we've had to turn into a drive-through. We used to kind of have a little store inside where people could come through, but we flipped it, and now you pull up, you make a phone call, and we bring food right out to your car for you. So we didn't have to close a single day that this has happened, which is what we're pretty much, proudest of, because when people need us the most, we were able to stay there. So.
And then one other thing that we'd like to point out is, like we've been told, there's 24 part-time only employees, but we have over 200 volunteers that help us keep us running. So without them, we would not be where we are today. So we would like to thank you, as well as all of our volunteers and donors. So thank you.
Thank you, Manny. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you for doing your great job.
Thank you.
Last, Gas and Wash and Do-Right Donuts launched in Tinley Park this past December. All right. Combined, they have 41 employees and amazing donuts, and anticipate hiring another 10 when the car washes open. Please join me in welcoming Janine Scarbeck-Kubis, who is the Director of Marketing for Gas and Wash. She may be the Director of Do-Right Donuts next.
I strong-armed the Do-Right people to give me samples for tonight. And I'm a marketing person, so I got to have handouts.
What, good job.
So thank you. I'm hoping tonight that I can kind of give you a tour of what Gas and Wash is all about. I know I see a lot of friendly faces here that were able to join us last month at our grand opening, but this is us. So we opened on December 18th at 183rd. We're just a couple blocks off of Harlem Avenue. We are not your average gas station, and that's what I'm hoping to kind of show everybody tonight. If you go to page 2, I love this shot because it kind of gives you a good idea of what it's like to walk into one of our stations. It is absolutely clean from the inside and the out. We have an open ceiling concept. We have inviting lighting, and also a lot of things that make it cozy, like brick and tile and wood features inside. Another reason why I like this picture is you could see a dairy case, a deli gondola. We have a self-service station that includes a hot dog station, Tornadoes, and we also have Beggar's Pizza by the slice. So again, when you walk in, it's not like your typical gas station. On to number 3. Our location at 183rd is approximately 9,100 square feet. We carry over 12,000 items inside our C-store. And this includes the top-selling items that can be found throughout the C-store industry. Couple other things to note on page number 4 that you may not find in other gas stations is we do have an ATM machine, we have a small automotive section, and we have the very popular beer cave. Another feature is, which is very popular in this day and age, is our lottery. So you can get all the different lottery tickets. We also offer something very unique, which is our second chance lottery drawing. And inside each of our locations, there's a large Cooper's Hawk wine barrel. And inside, people put their chance, the second chance. So if you had a lottery ticket and didn't win, you have a second chance to win a dinner at Cooper's Hawk. We do a drawing every month. So it's kind of a nice way to ease the pain of people that may not have won the millions and millions of dollars through the lottery. All of our locations feature a food court, and hopefully you've all had a chance to come inside and see what's very popular at the 183rd location, which is the Do Right Donuts. This is their first suburban location, so we're very, very excited for this partnership. What's unique about their donuts is that they're small batch made, which means that they're very, very fresh. And it's not just donuts. They have egg sandwiches in the morning. They have chicken sandwiches. And their food is available all day until 8 o'clock at night. The Do Right also has a drive-through, so you don't even have to get out of your car. Moving on to the outside of our stations, which is pretty much what we are, because we are gas and wash. Outside in front, we have 22 pumps featuring all types of fuel types, including E85 and car diesel. Off to the side of our station is our truck islands. So that's where the truckers can fill up with diesel. And we are currently working on getting our propane up and running, so people will be able to do exchanges and fill-ups right on site also. And we're very, very, very excited to announce that our car wash, this is what people keep asking us. Unfortunately, the car wash did not open when the gas station opened, but we are projecting the car wash to open this spring. Again, another part of our feature, being gas and wash, is our car wash. We offer free vacuums. We offer pet wash for those of you that have furry friends that may need to be cleaned. We have membership options. So for those of you that are finding yourself washing your car at least twice a month, we have memberships available so that you can come in and out at any time to get your car washed. One of the great features that we now have due to COVID is that now all of our washes feature SaniClean. And what's neat about this is that this is an EPA-registered disinfectant and sanitizer, and it's automatically in all of our washes at all of our stations. The last perk that I would like to talk about this evening that makes us unique is our rewards program. It's got a lot of great incentives for people. Right off the bat, if you join our rewards program, we load $5 on your card automatically when you register it. You earn points or rewards for filling up with gas, purchasing items in the C-store. We keep track of all that for you. One of the nice things we offer is that once you've hit 100 gallons of fuel, you get a free car wash. So it's just a really nice way of thanking our customers and getting them involved with our stations. And then finally, just not sure if everybody knows, but we do have 16 locations in our family. And why I call it a family, because we are a family-owned business, and Tinley Park holds a kind of special place in our heart because our main office is actually located in Tinley Park. We actually opened up our first location on 191st. And then we've slowly grown to have not only the gas and washes, but our food and fuels, which are essentially gas and washes without the wash component. As I mentioned, our main office is in Tinley Park. We have an express wash in Romeoville, and we have 2 new locations that are opening up fairly quickly. We're going to be opening up in Homer Glen on February 12th, and we'll be opening up at Theodore and Droughton, which is Joliet Plainfield location, in March. And we have a couple other locations that are in the works. So, but we are very excited to be in Tinley. We've got 2 stations and our main office there. And I brought donuts for you guys to bring home tonight for dessert after your long evening.
May eat 'em here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Employing all the people too.
Or you can eat them now. You don't have to bring them home. You can eat them now and not tell your families that you got them. Thank you.
That's an idea.
Good luck.
Probably not a good idea.
Ben wants some.
Item 4,
Ben wants some.
trustee Brennan.
Oh, boy, all right. I'd like to make a motion to conduct a swearing-in ceremony for police officers. The following police officers will be sworn in by the village clerk: Officer Hamza Shabai, Officer Patrick Shea, and Officer Cody Barciano. I don't know.
Moving your face for radio over there.
Okay, back.
Yeah, tomorrow. Be a long one.
Repeat after me, please. I state your name. Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
and that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of police officer
the duties of police officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Raise your right hand. On my honor,
On my honor,
I will never betray my badge,
I will never betray my badge,
my integrity,
my integrity,
or the public trust.
or the public trust.
I will always have the courage
I will always have the courage
to hold myself and others
between myself and others
accountable for our actions.
accountable for my actions.
I will always uphold the Constitution,
I will always uphold the Constitution,
my community,
my community,
and the agency I serve.
and the agency I serve.
Congratulations. David came to us from Hazel Crest, but prior to that, he was an auxiliary in Tinley Park, so he's been around a long time. Are you a native of Tinley as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Where's yours?
Born and raised in Tinley Park. I've lived here my whole life, 26 years. Family's lived here before I was born. I've been here since '86, I believe. Like he said, I was an auxiliary in 2014. I started working here. I worked here for 5 years as an auxiliary. It really solidified the fact that I wanted to become a police officer, and more importantly, wanted to work for the Village of Tinley Park. So I'm grateful for this opportunity. Look forward to the next 30 years.
There you go. Good.
Any pictures of family?
Who's your family?
I'm here with my brother, mom, dad, and my aunt. All are residents of Tinley Park.
Why don't you bring him down for a picture?
Okay.
Come on, get down there. You guys go first, and then I'll jump in. I'll jump in after. I'm the aunt.
Oh, really?
I'm the aunt.
I'm not sure if you three should be guarding the
A
door.
proud aunt.
me, did you take any?
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, thank you.
See where Stan can take out water out of their donuts today. They announced it.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Hamza Shady,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I faithfully discharge
the duties of police officer
the duties of a police officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Raise your right hand. On my honor,
On my honor,
I will never betray my badge,
I'll never betray my badge,
my integrity,
my integrity,
my character,
my character,
or the public trust.
or the public trust.
I will always have the courage to hold myself and others
I always have the courage to hold myself and others
accountable for our actions.
accountable for our actions.
I always uphold the Constitution,
I always uphold the Constitution,
my community,
my community,
and the agency I serve.
and the agency I serve.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Shively comes to us from Burr Ridge. Prior to that, he was with the Chicago Police Department. He speaks fluent Arabic, which is very important in our community, for our diverse community here. And you're also Tinley Park native, right?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations.
I want to say thanks to my wife and my parents and my family for supporting me. I want to thank the village for giving me this great opportunity to serve the community I grew up in. As the chief said, I came from Chicago, worked there 2.5 years. Then I went to Burr Ridge and worked there a couple months. And Tinley Park gave me an offer, decided to come here, and hopefully I retire in 30 years after serving my community.
There you go. Pictures, I'm gonna introduce you.
My father, Sadr Shahidi, my mother, Emma Shahidi, my wife, Jenna Nasser, my mother-in-law, Fatma. You guys want to take
Do you
pictures?
want to go for pictures? I can take some, sure. Someone take pictures? If you want to, if you leave it up there, sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you want one on your phone as well? Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Exciting.
Yeah. That'd be cool. There you go. Want to bet on it?
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Patrick Shea,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
the ordinances of the Village of Tinley Park,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of police officer
the duties of police officer
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
never betray my badge,
my integrity,
my integrity,
my character,
my character,
or the public trust.
or the public trust.
I will always have the courage
I will always have the courage
to hold myself and others
to hold myself and others
accountable for our actions.
accountable for our actions.
I will always uphold the Constitution,
I will always uphold the Constitution,
my community,
my community,
and the agency I serve.
and the agency I serve.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Officer Shea came to us from Crest Hill PD. He is not a native of Tinley Park. He grew up a native right next door in Frankfurt or nearby in Frankfurt. And we're glad to have him. Introduce your family and we'll get some photos.
I'm here with my girlfriend Erin, my mother Mary, and my father Patrick. Grew up in Frankfurt. I went to school in Dubuque, Iowa. I got a bachelor's in psychology. And then I joined the Pritzker Police Department. I was there for about 4 years, and then I got the opportunity to work for this great community. And it is a great community. They're very supportive of each other and of the police, and I look forward to a long career here serving the community. Thank you. Congratulations.
Hey, real quick, I was gonna bring them all up to get a picture of public safety.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, they have the rest of them. Come on.
I am dying to try one.
Yeah, with policemen there should be a bag of donuts, box of donuts. Hey, man, how are you? That's right, right. Absolutely.
Hey, Bill, be careful.
Oh, nice. I'm caught.
Oh, yeah.
Sir. I saved you. I saved you.
You have the whole paint can thing. We were gonna do it with the plexi yet.
I can't wait till this is on. I really cannot wait. Like I'm in a zoo.
What? Dude, your face doesn't look like. What are you doing?
All right, how you doing there? 'Cause
Okay, item number 5. At this time, I'd ask the board to consider appointing Anthony Ardolino to the position of Information Technology Manager effective January 26th, 2021. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Thank you. Human Resources conducted a search and received over 70 applications. Interviews were conducted by a panel of Village Management and Human Resources. Following these interviews, Anthony was identified as the best candidate for the position. Anthony has 20 years of related experience, of which 8 years are in municipal government, specifically in management, technical and software development, with a diverse background spanning multiple disciplines. His background includes project and IT management systems, administration, and networking administration. Again, this is for consideration for appointment of Anthony. Anthony's with us this evening. If you'd like to step up to the podium, we'll grill you for a couple minutes, and then we'll take a vote.
I'm Anthony Ardolino. I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. Like it said there, have about just over 20 years' experience working in the IT department. I've worked for local government for coming up on 9 years now. Currently work with the Village of Schaumburg as the assistant director there, and formerly with the City of Joliet as the infrastructure manager there as well. So I span a lot of the IT disciplines, everywhere from help desk network to overseeing projects with software developers and kind of the entire gambit that is IT. So I'm grateful for the opportunity and really excited to come on board.
Appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trustee Brennan, I said his last name correctly, too.
There you go.
Missed that. This will be a roll call. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 5, Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Now we can say congratulations. Congratulations. Item number 6. At this time, I'd ask the board consider approval of the following consent agenda items. Is such a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Madam Clerk, please read those into the record.
Item A, consider adopting Resolution 2021-R-001, authorizing the release of certain executive session minutes. Item B, consider payments of outstanding bills in the amount of $4,442,196.85 as listed on the vendor board approval reports dated December 18th, December 23rd, December 31st, and January 7th, January 14th, and January 22nd, 2021.
Thank you, Clerk. Any board member care to remove either one of those items? If there is none, please call the roll.
Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 7, Trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting ordinance 2021-0-001, granting a variation to permit a corner fence in a secondary front yard for a certain property located at 6350 181st Street.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. The petitioner, Christine Obage, is seeking a variation from the zoning ordinance to permit a 6-foot-high privacy fence to extend into the required secondary front yard of her property. The Zoning Board of Appeals held a public hearing on January 14, 2021, voted unanimously to recommend approval of the variation request in accordance with plans, findings of facts, and recommended conditions as listed in the January 14, 2021 staff report. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you. Any comments on the board? Any comments from the public? Please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 7. Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante. Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 8, Trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting ordinance 2021-0-002, granting a special use permit and parking variation to allow a banquet facility to be located at 7537B West 159th Street.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you.
The petitioner, Stephanie Mikesell,
Mike Sell.
on behalf of hilarious, huh? On behalf of Whistle Events and Catering, is seeking a special use and parking variation from the zoning ordinance to permit a banquet facility. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on January 7, 2021, and voted 7-0 to recommend approval of the special use and variation in accordance with the plans, findings of facts, and recommended conditions as listed in the staff report. This ordinance is also eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you, Mike. Any board member care to add anything for item 8? Any comments?
No, just Mike Sell.
Yeah, Mark and Bobby are rolling the phone.
There were some technical issues, so they're keyed up on Hannah's phone here. If there's any questions for the petitioners? No? All right. Any comments from the public before we adopt this item? None? Please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 8. Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
That motion will carry. Thank you. You wanna? Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
All right, thank you.
Item number 9, Trustee Brady.
Yes, I'd like the board consider adopting Resolution 2021-R-005, authorizing a renewal contract between the Village of Tinley Park and Meridian IT, Inc.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you. Staff is recommending that Meridian IT to provide an interface to essentially manage both of our village's data centers. The cost for this service is $22,549.63 and is included in the current year budget. The item was discussed at the committee of the whole meeting held prior to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Trustee Brady. Any comments on the board? Any comments from the public regarding this item? There is none. Please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 9. Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 10. Trustee Brennan.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to consider adopting Resolution 2021-R-006, authorizing a memorandum of agreement between the Cook County Department of Public Health and the Village of Tinley Park to utilize the Tinley Park Convention Center to perform emergency public health activities in response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. This memorandum of agreement with the Cook County Department of Public Health and the Village of Tinley Park is to utilize village-owned facilities to perform emergency public health activities in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Bill. Any comments on the board or staff regarding this item? Talked about allotting committee of the whole, so we're good. No comments from the public? Roll call, please.
Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Trustee Brennan. Item 11.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to consider adopting Resolution 2021-R-004, authorizing a memorandum of understanding with the Illinois State Police District Number 5 for use of its departmental range facilities.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. The Tinley Park Police Department is seeking to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Illinois State Police District Number 5 for use of its range. The MOU is necessary for the use of Illinois State Police Range. This is an outdoor and covered range with several different targeting systems and a training room. The use of this range is necessary for the village's officers to continue to develop their firearms competence. This item was discussed at the Committee of Whole meeting held prior to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Trustee Brennan. Any comments from the board? Any comments from the public? Roll call.
Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 12, receive comments from our staff. Pat, go ahead.
Yeah, again, I appreciate the kind comments that you all mentioned about our feat that we pulled off with these multiple government entities, but it was truly a team effort, not only with the different county departments, but also our whole public safety team here, the administration, on really putting this together. And it is, as I said earlier, it is a historic event. A lot of people think, and we all that work for government know it's sometimes slow to get things done, but what was accomplished was just short of a miracle on how everybody pulled together to get this thing done with one of the worst disasters in U.S. history as it relates to the pandemic. So truly a team effort. What I'd like to also convey to the residents of Tinley Park and the members of the board and our employees is we have to be patient in this process as this vaccine comes out. The Cook County website, when it did go live yesterday, it crashed multiple times throughout the day, and hundreds of thousands of people are hitting these sites and trying to make these appointments. So we ask that people be patient. There's only limited vaccine that's out there. So what happens is when they have the allotment for the vaccine for the week, they only make a certain amount of appointments, and then that's the way it goes, and then they stop it. So there's more vaccine coming, and there are glitches on the computer, and I do know for a fact you need to get a confirmation in an email or a text message that actually shows that the confirmation went through. So At the Tinley Park site, it is run solely by the county for this operation. We provide a support role, so you have to have an appointment to show up at the center. So people will be turned away if they do not have an appointment, and that is because of the amount of people that are coming through the facility. They cannot process on-site vaccinations. So it's imperative that everybody go through the website, be patient. I know there's been numerous comments and calls to the village that they can't get through, and I know for a fact right now, they aren't accepting any more appointments out at the Tinley location right now because of the limited vaccine. So that is a supply issue that is on the federal level coming to the states, and we have been assured that that is starting to open up and more vaccine is on its way. So we just ask that people be patient on getting this, and they will get the vaccine. So again, thank you to all the elected officials that helped support this and made this thing happen. So again, thank you.
Thanks, Pat. Anything else from staff? Nope. Item 13, receive comments from the board.
I'd like to make some comments.
Trustee Guanci, floor is yours.
Thank you. Just want to thank Public Works for the snow removal and all the notices coming out. That's really helpful to know what's coming, and especially the call that was placed out to let everybody know to get their cars off the street. I thought that was great, being proactive. I'm sure it eliminates a lot of calls. And I also wanted to just touch on the fact that what we're seeing going on in our country and how important it is as a board that we work on our communication. I'm sorry, was there something? I think it's important for us as a board to, work as a board as one, and remember that we are here to support the community and to support the village. One thing I want to bring up is just, we have some great websites. We have Facebook. We have so many different platforms coming out of this village. It's important that we all work towards those, supporting those platforms. It's very difficult sometimes when you're seeing so much information coming out on Facebook especially it's coming out from maybe board members, maybe not, but it's very confusing. I think it's important that we as a board remember that we're here to support the village. Pointing people to the website. They're trying to get this information out, and it's coming out in so many different directions. I think it's important that we remember that our job is to support the village. The same thing with, helping out people. A lot of people call, I realize, and they need some help. Hey, can you do me this? Can you do that? And I'm always bringing them back to say, here, let me show you how to do it. Do you need some help? I can show you on the website. I believe we have a fantastic website. Sometimes I'll check back in with them, and they'll tell me, oh, so-and-so helped me out with that. And I get it that we all want to be that helpful person that maybe does something on the side, but it's so important to continually to bring them back to the village and the services that they're providing through the village, so everybody's on the same page. That way it doesn't look like we're getting special treatment or we're doing special favors, because that has come up recently. I just, again, want to touch on bullying and that we have to stand firm as a board, that we speak out against bullying. We're encouraging people to come here. We're encouraging people to attack people personally. Our families are being under attack. I'm going to beg this board, Mayor, I'm going to ask you to, if there's something we can do to maybe be trained or educated on how we should probably be more positive and how we can work together to do that, because, we're only going to be as strong as we are together. I would like to see us work together for the people that elected us to be up on this board. I just want to make sure I touch on everything. 1 second. I just want to touch base on one more thing. I'm going to be honest here. The truth is, I have been met with unnecessary roadblocks here. In my 30 years of experience, sometimes inconsistencies of information, misleading information, and definitely negative words that come back to me, such as, I'm hurting morale and I need to learn to trust people. That's a red flag. I came here for one purpose only, and that was to do my best for this community. I love this community. I've been involved in this community. I am in no way out here trying to hurt this community in any way. My reputation has been out there on Facebook as many things. It's uncalled for, and from this day forward, I will no longer sit quietly and accept it at all. I came here hoping to remain friends, but I work for the people that elected us here, and I think we all have to remember why we are all sitting up here, and our only purpose to being up here is for the people that elected us. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the board?
I just wanted to ask, Pat, I know it's only been one day, but how are we handling, because people aren't paying attention, how are we handling walk-ins or walk-ups, you know, into the thing?
So the process that they have is we have 3 levels of screening. So that first level, when they come off the street, that's when they're initially asked if they have an appointment. Actually, take it a step back. We have signage out there on Convention Center Drive that says by appointment only. They come up, we screen them to ask them if they have an appointment. Sometimes people forget their sheet, or they might not have a phone that put it on it, but as long as, if they say that they have an appointment, then they go to the next level where they give their name and address where they can verify it in the computer.
Okay.
If they can't verify it in there, they're, politely asked to, go back home to make an appointment, because the process is, as I said, there's hundreds and thousands of people that are flowing through that they have to keep everything on there, and there's only a set amount of doses
Right.
that are put aside for that. So it isn't like there's extra doses sitting there. They have, everything's, portioned out of what it is per day on how many vaccines they have available. So that's why they're doing it that way.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. Good. Thank you.
No other comments? Item 14, receive comments from the public. There are no, you're just waving hi? All right, no comments from the public. Very good. Just one wave. Item 15. We could remove that item, I believe. I'm in attendance, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll move on to item 16. This time I'd ask the board to adjourn, a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss the following items. A, litigation when an action against, affecting, or on behalf of the particular public body has been filed and is pending before a court or administrative tribunal, or when the public body finds that an action is probable or imminent, in which case the basis for the finding shall be recorded and entered into the minutes of the closed meeting. B, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. C, the purchase or lease of real property for the use of the public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular parcel shall be acquired. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Been properly moved and seconded. Roll call.
Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Trustee Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Will be adjourned into executive. Thank you.